Berry.
Berry fires back to the outside line. He pulls even now. Side by side for the lead into the banking of turns 1 and 2. Cindric by maybe a nose, maybe a foot, now half a car length.
Austin Cindric leads down low. Josh Berry leads. Berry gets turned, and the pack is crashing on the back straightaway. One car is upside down. Sliding is Berry. He'll make head-on contact. Upside down into the inside safer barrier. The car is spinning around. End over end, he goes into the inside wall. William Byron's collected. Eric Jones, Austin Cindric, Todd Gilliland, Austin Hill, Austin Dillon all have contact or involved. Josh Berry's car upside down, 3/4 of the way down the back straightaway.
And Mike Bagley, you keep an eye on Josh Berry after a massive hit upside down and into the inside retaining wall. It will be Kyle Busch as the race leader as he comes across the line. Again, under the caution, it's not over, not by a long shot. Kyle Busch, red flag, is coming out on lap 159, unofficially at the line. Busch, Burton, and Bell. Top 3, how about this? Parker Retzloff, driving the Linda Beard-owned Chevrolet. Parker is 4th, and John Hunter Nemechek is 5th. Let's get it quickly. Back out. We'll get to Mike Bagley in a minute. Let's get to the Care Center first.
Joey Logano is out. Looks all right, but you just saw yet another wreck, car going over. Just shaking your head. How do you explain tonight?
Yeah, I mean, it's speedway racing, man. It's a lot of fun till it's not. And, we did a good job keeping our car in position all night, up in the top 5 the whole race. Got a stage win, which is great. And McDowell just got turned and came down in front of me, nowhere to go. And seems like I think he's okay as well. So pretty big hits there. And then horrible to see Josh Berry there a second ago upside down on the wall. Got to figure out how to keep the cars on the ground. Not doing enough to fix that.
All right, Joey Logano out after his wreck, after another dominating car tonight.
Yeah, we're under the red flag. Cleanup continues, and Mike Bagley, all eyes on the Josh Berry car.
And there is an armada of safety vehicles that have arrived on the scene. What they're focused on first is getting the car righted and get put on all 4 wheels. Once that happens, they can get Josh out of the car. Right now, the wrecker is there, and they are stirruping the wheels. Once they do that, then they'll ease the car back over. No short of at least 20 safety workers that are tending to Josh Berry that still is upside down, strapped into his race car here on the back straightaway.
More from Mike here coming up shortly. Back to the Advent Healthcare Center, and let's hear from Justin Haley.
Justin Haley out of the Care Center. You found yourself up front. Usually there's safety out there. Describe what happened from your windshield.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Just last few laps of the speedway race. So, good run for us. Appreciate everyone at RWR for their hard work. Had a good car, led some laps, and go to one of our better tracks next week.
What do you take away from something like this? When you were out there, you were leading laps, you're leading the field.
Yeah, it's just field strategy and pit stops and stuff. I mean, we just got lucky to flip one of the stages there, and we're able to get up front. So, yeah, good run.
Justin Haley out of the Care Center tonight.
Yeah, tough break. Justin Haley, a lot to be proud of. Led 21 laps tonight, did Justin Haley for Rick Ware Racing. 3rd on the lap leader count there. Joey Logano has led the most. He's out of the race. Michael McDowell, 2nd most. He's out of the race. Justin Haley, 3rd most laps led. He's out of the race as well.
What are you trying to say?
Trying to say, well, 4th on the lap count is Bubba Wallace. 5th is Austin Cindric. Both of those drivers have got damage. Let's go back to Mike Bagley out on the Daytona Superstretch.
Josh Berry's car is back on all 4 wheels. He has immediately climbed from the car and gave a thumbs up to everybody. That's the best news of the night here in Daytona. After a horrific crash, Josh Berry, spinning on his lid down the back straightaway, has been righted. He's out of the car. He, too, will be headed to the Infield Care Center under his own power.
And thank you for building these race cars the way you do. Absolutely. Josh Berry, we understand from Mike, is at least okay at the moment. We'll hear from him hopefully later on. Let's get you back to the Advent Health Care Center now. And here's Alan Cavana.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr. checked and released. What happened from what you saw?
I was just running in the middle there, kind of saved our car all day, and actually made our way closer to the front a little quicker than I thought we were going to be able to. That caution kind of killed us. We've been saving a ton of fuel in the spot that we were in. Felt like we were going to gain some track position on that green flag pit stop, but obviously we didn't get that, and we were mired back in 20th, and so we got the third row on the end in the middle there, and looked like the two just turned the 34, and then we all piled in there. So just part of it.
All right, just part of it. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. ends his night here at the Care Center.
Tough break there. And these drivers coming out of the Care Center right now were involved in the big crash that happened on our the sixth caution of the race back on lap 1, number 57. Back to Alan Cavana.
Michael McDowell nearly went over. Now he's watching a replay of Josh Berry going over, but he is out consulting with Joey Logano right now. Michael, it's good to see you out here. After that near wreck, you're watching Josh Berry do it right now. Let's talk about yours and what happened to you going in the corner.
Okay, his was way worse than mine, so glad to see him walk out of that. It's racing at a super speedway. It's it's not the cutoff race, but it feels like the cutoff race, right, to get into the playoffs. And we are putting ourselves in position to have a fighting chance, and really proud of everybody at front row. That's what we needed to do. We needed to be up front and have a shot at it. And, just going into turn 1 there, I haven't seen it, but I felt like I got turned. Now, whether that was, a big run coming or a big shove coming, the 2 was pushing me good, and I just kind of got pushed off into turn 1, and it took off. So, yeah, it's unfortunate. I'm not mad at him. I mean, it's super speedway racing. Everybody going for it. He was trying to be a good Ford teammate and push me to the front. We almost had the 5 cleared. So I'll have to go back and watch it. But just bummed for my team. We had a really fast Ford Mustang, and you got to win to get in, and we didn't do that.
Anytime you're airborne, it looks scary. You're okay?
Yeah, the hits weren't bad. I mean, like I said, that 4 car right there is way worse than what I had going on. I felt it go up in the air. Then I'm not sure who it was that hit me while I was in the air, but it felt like that kind of set me back down. So, we'll always look at it and study it and see if there's anything we can do differently. But it's the end of a Daytona, and you have that.
Michael McDowell, okay, guys. Interesting vibe down here as they're coming out of the Care Center after a big wreck, and yet they're watching the replay of the Berry wreck with the first time they've seen it. Everyone kind of enthralled with that right now. It's an interesting situation.
Yeah, a spectacular crash involving Josh Berry. Mike Bagley reporting Josh out of that race car. We're under the red flag, lap 159. This race will be headed to overtime.
They're glad to be talking to Josh Berry. You just saw the replay for the first time. What do you see?
Yeah, it just looked like the two got pushed into me, and of course, unfortunately, we're seeing a lot of these blowovers lately. But I didn't mention on the TV broadcast, but I mean, obviously, paving that section helped keep me from really barrel rolling and make it, as bad as it looked. I thought they did. It was a big improvement over what Ryan had last year. So just can't believe we flipped 2 of our Stewart Haas cars in a row like that. But man, just a great job by Rodney and this whole Ford team. We were in contention all night. Had a hell of a race car and had a shot at it.
Josh Berry out, thankfully.